Thank you for joining me. I'm Alex, and I would like to talk about GrubHub because they had a pretty bad day and figured it's time to check out whether or not it's a bargain or not really. So what they do is food delivery, and they're kind of the same as Waiter or Uber Eats or any number of different food delivery services. So current price $52, which gives them a market cap of $5 billion. And as I said, they had a bit of a bad day because they denied that they were looking to sell. So some companies were interested in buying, supposedly, Walmart being one of them. And they said they're not interested in selling. So dividend is 0, and I would not count on that changing at any point. Revenue is $1 billion. In the year ending 2018, they haven't released the new numbers yet, and that was up 40%. Trailing 12 months is not looking so great as in growth. Supposedly over $1.2 billion though, so growth nonetheless, and decent growth, not great growth. Earnings $78 million, which is down 20%, and trailing 12 months looks far worse than that. So that gives them PE of 1,218, not because the 78 million in earnings, but because Yahoo Finance does it on the trailing 12 months basis. Obviously, 78 million in earnings and 5 billion market cap would be 80-ish, somewhere out there. I can't math. So total assets $2 billion, total liabilities $623 million, which gives them a total stockholders' equity of $1.4 billion and a nice balance sheet. So to sum that all up, the risk factors are, number one, the business model itself hasn't really been proven yet. I would assume that the business model is fairly solid because people like getting food delivered because, pizza delivery has been a thing for like centuries. So that's the one thing. The number two is that they've been on the market just as long as like many other players in the market right now. As I mentioned, Waiter, Uber Eats. I would expect there to be a couple others. So obviously they're kind of fighting for market share right now, and none of them is doing really great so far. You would think that if Walmart were interested, they would either like to do their own food delivery, or they would just be interested in the business as a whole, but that seems fairly unlikely. So I don't think that Walmart is really looking to enter into the market of restaurant deliveries, more grocery deliveries. So I would think that Walmart was more interested in grocery deliveries, but who knows really? Who knows if they were interested at all? I haven't really heard that. So who knows? Anyway, there's decent growth potential here, and there's decent earnings potential here as well, but more over the long run. I would think that over the short run, everyone is running very thin margins to expand market share and expand business as a whole, and then kind of go for profit after market share and market itself kind of has been established. So I wouldn't expect them to make a whole lot of profit in the next 2, 3, maybe 4 years. I wouldn't expect them to pay a dividend ever. And so it pretty much comes down to who is the big player in like 4 years. And I would expect them to be one of them. And I would not expect them to be the market leader. I would say that Uber Eats probably has a hand in that as well. So with that said, the balance sheet looks pretty promising. The growth is decent, but I wouldn't like a PE of 1,200. So I don't think that I would be recommending the stock to anyone right now. maybe as a growth stock, speculative investment kind of thing, if your investment horizon is sufficiently far away. But other than that, I would probably at least wait for 2019 numbers, and then I would like to look at the risk factors that they see themselves and kind of go from there. But as a growth speculative investment, it kind of makes sense, but I wouldn't go overboard there either, like maybe 2% of the portfolio or something like that. Anyway, that's it for me for today. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe. I'm coming out with more videos every day before market open. I hope you have a successful day.